Hello lovely Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me. This is a reading for the winter summer solstice, depending on where in the hemisphere you are located. There is so much energy coming through with renewal, rebirth. We have been shedding so much lately. There's been so much high impact energy, allowing everyone to release. So there's been a lot of energetic uplifts, I guess. You might have found, like I have with electrical products, a lot going on, as in problems. So if you've been feeling that energy, this is about what's coming up to start a new, it's like a whole new cycle from the 21st of June. We're going to do a general reading where I've got an oracle card here. We have a oracle card for finance and career. Then we've got another oracle card to start us off with love and romance. I'll go through those, adding more cards as we go, depending what spirit wants. Okay, so Sagittarius, it looks like I feel like you have helped a lot of people along the way, and I feel finally that this is going to be starting to be reciprocated. I feel like you feel like you're always the big brother, big sister to everybody else, and you're always lifting other people up. And I feel like finally you've learned that you can ask for assistance, or you can at least accept assistance. I feel like there are dreams and goals that you have wanted to pursue and you haven't quite known how to pursue them, and these are coming into the fore now. And this is the start of something really big for you, but you know you need help with this, and you will know you will need other people's their expertise in certain fields to help you move forward. So don't be afraid to call back on the people that you have helped to get them to help you. You have helped so many people, and you are so vibrant and so loving and so energetic. Don't forget to use that to your advantage, and this is going to be calling in a lot. And I feel like this is going to be movement in the right direction, in a purposeful way. I feel like there's been some backsliding into maybe some past habits lately, but I feel like this is the start of something more in a ongoing circumstance where you won't be questioning where it's going to end up. I feel like you'll know this is going to work out. So that might be in romance or career. We're going to check on that. But I just feel like your direction's heading in a positive direction. So we're going to just see what the cards say. Might hold them up the right way first. Otherwise, we're going to have all reversals. Oh no, they're all reversals already. Okay, King of Presents. Okay, you are definitely stepping into your own. You are definitely accepting that you are, you can give yourself, the gift of you and your own energy and your own presence. I feel like you gave it away for so long, and you were so generous with everyone else, and finally you realized that you needed some for yourself, and you needed to have other people that were just as generous around you. And I feel like you're starting to get those people around you now. So let's see what else they're saying. Okay, 3 cards coming out. Queen of Presents. I feel like there, for any of you who haven't, and maybe this is a person that's already in your life and you know, but you have a counterpart here. So this is finally someone that you can trust, someone who is as giving and sharing as you, and or maybe even more so. And you are, I feel like they're coming in or coming together, and this is about moving forward together. We have the Queen of Needles, and this is about someone who this is, just saying that there's a strength and the fortitude to just cut away anything that does not work for you, And these might be people, these might be situations, but to just know that doesn't work for you anymore. Releasing ties from situations and past things, lessons you keep repeating, some of them, and actually moving forward and saying, I don't need to do that anymore. That might be a way of moving forward into this counterpart situation. And then we have the sun. So some of you might have a Leo placement or a Leo connection, and might have to do with the counterpart situation, the sun, but I do feel like you're finally being the star in your own world. You're not putting everyone else first. You're finally realizing that your dreams are just as valuable as anybody else's, and you're not going to get anywhere unless you really, you know, take that seriously and just put yourself forward and, you know, ask for help and do whatever it takes, because I feel like you finally found the goal that you wanted after all this time. So let's look to my lovely finance and career path. It says follow the leader. I feel like you are definitely not following the leader in any way. I feel like they're saying they're just laughing, and they're just saying, look, oh yes, there we go. The ducklings are, and other animals are all, there's a praying mantis. So don't know if there's any yogis out there, but I just, I'm getting some definitely yogi vibes. But you'll see that the leader they're following is a fairy. And it's like the fairy has definitely this light, playful, sometimes tricksterish energy, and it's someone who is you know, very much very mindful of their own path and their own intuition, and they're just getting led by the shiny, you know, fun, beautiful times, and they're saying, I feel like this has been awakened in you, and I feel like you see the world. They're just saying the mask's been, you know, taken off. For some of you it was a long time ago, especially with the career path, and you know that, you know how the world sits, and you know what you have to do to get ahead, but it doesn't mean you have to follow the shiny object. You know, all that glitters isn't gold. They're telling me, they're just saying that you are right to follow you know, your own path when it comes to the practical sense, because that shiny object isn't going to be shiny for all that long. And so keep going in what you know is right, and your natural instinct will lead you in the right path. And also make sure you see people for who they are first before getting into business with them. They're also telling me when it comes to your finance with, I feel like a lot of you are making investments, a lot of you are putting a lot of money down, but I feel like they're good investments, but I feel like they're long term. So don't expect anything to come fast and furious, but I feel like you're starting to do a lot of long term investing, and that's a good time for that. They said even a little bit down now will make a difference in the long term. And of course, only if you're able to manage, and this is only a general reading, but just, you know, be mindful of, if you're investing with anybody else, who they are, and they're not the shiny person telling you that everything's okay when maybe it's not. The King of Potions. Now, this is what I'm getting. Don't fall for the, the spiel. Don't, look at the details, look at who is telling you this information, and then investigate for yourself and feel for yourself what the actual situation is, because sometimes there's a much better opportunity not going through the head person or the shiny person, and finding a way through for yourself. Okay, they're saying there's something else here for you, so let's see what they want me to tell me. Page of Potions. Okay, yep, so they're just saying often you can get a better deal if you go they're saying subcontracting, or they're just saying if you go under the, without the or the hoopla, or the, you go direct to source, and go through that way. So for some of you that will make sense. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to tell me, but for some of you that will hopefully make sense, because I'm a little confused, to be perfectly honest, what they're trying to tell me. Okay, let's move to love and romance, because I like that. Okay, so we've got the Hunter. Okay, so what the guides are telling me, and I'm shuffling at the same time because clearly they want cards. And okay, we've got, wow, so many high cards coming out, high arcane cards. Okay, so we're just going to show you these Three of Potions. We have the High Priestess, and we have Judgment. So, wow, we have a lot going on. I feel like a lot of you really like the chase in a relationship, really like, the new bright, shiny, sparkly, that moment where you're just uplifted, and then find it really difficult to sort of sit down and make the commitment, and put yourself into like a mundane sort of situation, as it were. And sometimes I do get a little bit of self-medication coming through with some of you, and that does spoil relationships. I do feel like some of you are definitely holding back because you want to be seen as something different than you are. You're afraid that if someone sees your dark side, that they won't like you. I feel like you give off what you feel like they want to see. I feel like a lot of you are very spiritual, but some of you feel like you have to hide that from the world, and some of you use it a little bit like a weapon, if that makes sense. And they're just saying that you really need to embrace the whole part of you, and that people that that you feel comfortable around, that you can be your whole self, are the ones that there might only be one or two, but those people are the people that are of value, and that you should do whatever it takes to be around, and not put your energy into the people that are trying to be shiny and sparkly and sell you things that aren't of value. But it's really, there's a lot of really calls to be made and decisions to be made at this time of which way do you go, because I feel like a lot of you are making a decision between career and love. Some of you are actually thinking about moving. Some of you might even have to move your family if you want to move, want to do the career you really want to do. Some of you might have to move, to be with the person that you want to be with. And it's just a situation where you have to work out what the value is in where you want to be and where your heart is centered. This is sort of where do you, how do you spend your most of your time, and how much do you want to spend most of your time, and how much can you afford to miss out on? And so they're just trying to explain this to me as way up in your mind, how much time you spend at work every day, and how much time you spend with your loved ones, and if that's enough time with your loved ones, and if you're bringing your work home and you're bringing that stress of that work home, is that really is that really fair on any of you? Is that something that is that really how you're going to live your life forever? They're also telling me, because I feel like this bringing stress home, and the medication a little bit that you has destroyed some relationships in the past, and perhaps has stopped some of you from forming relationships, and they just wanted you to really be, understand that you can let someone in, and not be a burden to them, but explain what's happening and work on, you know, releasing that and moving forward and getting yourself out of that situation and doing something that you truly feel, you know, motivated to do, without the clawing mechanism of commercialness. They're just, well, they're just on top of things today with their, yeah, so I feel like a lot of you in either corporate or around people that are just very, not quite honest, or they're just very, oh, yes, it's just someone, you know, they're just very fake is the only word I can really go with. They've got masks and they're not really living a true centered life is what I'm going to go with. And you living amongst that is making you feel sick, and taking that with you is not helping you connect with love. And I feel like you have so much love to give, and I feel like you are just a big, beautiful, soft heart, and you deserve love. And I feel like that love is just right around the corner if you let it be. So, you know, put yourself in the right situation, open yourself up, and Bob's your uncle, that counterpart is yours, is all I'm saying. You know, it's not going to resonate for everyone, but and if you're having trouble with your counterpart, just do the same thing, because it's, you know, if you found that counterpart, you do everything to, you know, remove any obstacle to make, you know, them happy as you are happy. All right, well, we're going to look at one more chakra card and see what's going on. Okay, oh, okay, I don't know if that one's for you. We'll see. Okay, no, that one's definitely for you. This one just jumped out. Okay, this is the throat chakra. Willpower and determination, which you definitely have. I set clear boundaries for my behavior, and I cultivate a strong will by being true to myself. I use my willpower to accomplish my daily tasks and spiritual goals, and to encourage uplifting thoughts and behavior in myself. Doing this will assist me on the next stage of my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual growth. I stay in touch with my positive thoughts and truth by avoiding substance abuse. My will is strong and my mind is clear. And I think that's kind of tapping into a lot we've already talked about. Don't you love the cards? So the guides just give us what we need. So yeah, it's really about, you know, being honest with yourself, being honest with what you need, and clearing your mind so you can clearly know without, you know, reacting to things when you're under substance or under anger or stress, and just really clearing it through you, so you can just say, okay, but what do I really want? And just really holding a positive attitude, because when you are positive, oh my gosh, you guys can change the world. When Sagittarius is positive about something, you're gonna, you know, you'll fix everything. So it'll be amazing. All right, thank you so much, Sagittarius. I hope you have a wonderful solstice wherever you may be. For everyone who has subscribed, I just want to say a huge thank you. It means a really big deal to me. And if you haven't subscribed and would like to, that would be amazing. I really appreciate it if you can. And I just hope I get to see you again really soon, and have a lovely solstice. Thanks for joining me, Sagittarius.